We get you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Denise Tan. Close to 80 PBA aspirants were drafted into Asia's oldest pro league over the weekend. Phil-Am Stephen Holt was selected first overall by the Terrafirma Jeep. Here's the story.
Almost 80 applicants were successfully called up in yesterday's PBA Draft in Taguig. For the first time ever, all first-round draftees were Phil foreigners. Phil-Am Stephen Holt was the first overall pick in the draft and is set to suit up for the Terrafirma Jeep. Holt wasn't physically present in the draft as the 6-foot guard is currently in Portland in the U.S. But in a virtual interview, Holt said he turned down several offers from Europe to be able to play in Asia's oldest professional basketball league.
Definitely is one of my goals in my career to, play in the PBA. I started out my career, trying to pursue my NBA dreams, and it fell a little bit short, but then I was able to have, a long career in Europe and play in some high-level leagues. So the opportunity, I had to fully commit, turn down, a bunch of European offers this summer, and really just wanted to, commit to the PBA for this upcoming year. So I'm very excited.
Butler University product Christian David was a second overall pick. He will go to the Blackwater Bossing. David last played in South Korea as an Asian import. He wasn't able to join the PBA Draft Combine as he only landed in the country last Wednesday. Luis Villegas and Keith Datu were picks 3 and 4 and will both beef up the Rain or Shine Alaso Painters roster. Northport selected UP Fighting Maroons product Xavier Lucero. Meanwhile, another UP product Richie Rivero fell to the second round. The Phoenix Fuel Masters used the 17th pick to draft Rivero.
I didn't expect some of the names also. Tapos, hindi rin familiar yung most of the names, especially yung first round. So, hindi ako familiar sa kanila. Pero, for sure, lahat naman na nandito deserving, di ba? So, yun lang, nakakakaba siya, pero I was trying lang not to think about it.
Controversial player John Amores is also in as he was selected in the 5th round by the Northport Batampier. Amores sees this as a fresh start coming off being a central figure in an NCAA brawl last year. The guard says he's thankful to his new team for making his dream come true.
Sobra akong kinakabahan kasi hindi ko alam kung tatawagin ba yung pangalan ko kasi siyempre gawa nga nung sa ano ko. Pero sabi ko sa sarili ko, positive lang. Tingin ko, ito na yung susunod na umpisa na may tama ko yung mga pagmakamali ko.
The San Miguel Beermen, meanwhile, picked social media star Kit Jimenez in the 9th round. Jimenez played for Perpetual but gained attention after getting featured in Mavs phenomenal basketball in a series of exhibition games. The rookies will get their metals tested in the upcoming PBA season, which opens on November 5th.
Rain or Shine coach Yang Giao is calling for parity following the PBA draft. The 7-time champion coach says equality will make the PBA better, noting that the league has been left behind by other Asian pro leagues. Giao, who is one of the most outspoken coaches in the league, says this year's deep pool should be utilized by independent teams to develop talent. He added that if teams are really serious in competing, the draft is a way to go to improve. Otherwise, these teams could only serve as incubators for powerhouse teams. The 2-time Coach of the Year says this has been the issue for years now in the PBA. Since 2008, only 2 players remain with the team that drafted them. The Meralco Bolts have replaced the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings as one of the PBA teams to compete in the East Asia Super League next month. The Bolts will join the most recent PBA champion TNT Tropang in the tournament. Ginebra begged off from competing as several of their core players will be part of the Philippine team in the Asian Games. Meralco will be in Group B alongside B-League champions Ryukyu Golden Kings, Korean Basketball League runners-up Seoul SK Knights, and P-League runner-ups New Taipei Kings. The EASL will begin on October 11 and will run until March next year. We're taking a timeout. The game on One News Now will return after a quick break. Stay tuned. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. Thanks for joining us. Swedish-American pole vaulter Armando Plantes has reset the world record anew after a gold medal winning leap in the Diamond League finals. Mondo wowed the crowd by clearing 6.23 meters in Eugene, United States, adding a centimeter to his previous record. Plantes has now adjusted the world record 7 times, 5 of which were indoors. He had failed in his previous attempt since February but has finally set the new record. With this, the 23-year-old Plantes has cleared the 6-meter mark more than 70 times throughout his career. Our own Pinoy bet, EJ Obiena, wound up with a silver after tallying a 5.82-meter jump. Obiena tried to clear the 6.02 mark but failed in all his 3 attempts. Alex Ayala has qualified to the Guangzhou Open main draw after prevailing over her American foe. Ayala managed to take down Elizabeth Mandlik in a tough 2-set matchup, 7-5, 7-6. This is now the 3rd time that the 18-year-old Pinay qualified for a WTA main draw following opening round finishes at the Thailand and Japan Opens. She will face 3rd seed Tatiana Maria of Germany in the opening round. Maria had been beaten by Ayala twice this year in the opening rounds of the Thailand and Madrid Opens. Gilas Pilipinas believes it can snag the top prize in the Asian Games in China later this month. Head coach Tim Cone says gold is the goal. But for now, the team is focusing on day-to-day improvements after each practice. Gilas has been at the Inspire Sports Academy in Laguna since this weekend for several days of closed-door trainings. The coaching staff targets twice-a-day sessions to help the team become more familiar with the Cone's systems. Gilas' campaign in the ASIAD will begin on September 26 against Team Bahrain.
We feel very strongly that we have a chance to win a gold medal, and we want nothing less. Our focus is the day-to-day, the progress that we make every day, and trying to get as good as we can be. We just want to continue to build and build and build, and if we do that, then we think the gold medal will take care of itself.
Gilas Pilipinas rose 2 spots in the latest world rankings released by FIBA. Team Pilipinas is now world number 38 after the recently concluded FIBA World Cup campaign. Prior to the Worlds, Gilas is ranked 40th. Gilas lost its first 4 games in the World Cup before ending their campaign on a high note with a win over China. That win made Gilas eligible for the Olympic qualifying tournament where 4 slots in the Summer Games are up for grabs. The Philippines is also 8th in the region behind Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Iran, Lebanon, China, and Jordan. Team USA meanwhile regained the top spot, moving Spain back to number 2. World champion Germany moved up 8 spots to 3rd in the rankings. Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the Newsday continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News.